Ciao guys, Food here. So you read it actually right. You can buy it right now in this moment without any problem. A Pimax 8K, 5K, 5K OLED or whatever from a retail without having to wait for Kickstarter, pre-order, anything like that. No, it's not that one. That is my old and the one that I'm using, Pimax 5K Plus. But well, we are talking about this. This is the Pimax 8K PE that just arrived. So let's get to it. Let's talk about a little the difference that there is between this one and of course the regular consumer version and with the Pimax 5K Plus. This is not gonna be a full review, of course. This is gonna be just a very fast first impression to explain you also what is the situation and how you can buy it right now without any problem, sort of. And that's it. So let's get to it. Okay, so to start we have to say thanks to Tom again, Tom Home, that is one of us that is always in the comment below creating great conversation because he lent me over this one as well. This is his use unit. He came here, we tried together to do an A and B comparison with the Pimax 5K and the 8K. And well, so this is possible because of him. So shout out to him for sure. Now, what we want to talk about is what is this? What do I have in my hands? Well, this is the unit that is the PE unit, so the business edition unit, and it's completely legit. Even if you don't buy it from Pimax directly, well, this is the Pimax product. It's not a BE sticker on top. This is created directly in the factory because it's printed in the plastic itself. So I'm not doing an unboxing because what you find in the box is exactly the same of the consumer version. There's nothing different, everything the same, beside the fact that buying it from Korea, you have the Korean AC adapter instead of the American one. No problem for it, I already have that one, so you can use it. But if you're willing to buy it, well, you have to know that you really need a little adapter for it. And after that, everything is exactly the same. The housing is exactly the same, is not heavier, is not more sturdy than the other one, is exactly like the second Pimax 5K Plus that I received, so not the squeakiness of the first one that we noticed in the first impression. And the only little difference is the fact that here we have the older face cushion. So probably this was a production that was from before the one that we received over there. And after that, the difference of course is this BE logo. That means that it's the business edition, so it's meant for business, not really a consumer market, even if you can buy it without any problem. And this give you the ability and the license to use it like in a VR arcade on public places without any problem, and also a different support. But we also have to notice that buying from a different retailer, the warranty, even if it doesn't really exist anyway on Pimax because there's nothing about it, even in the consumer version, well, the warranty will be with that retail and not directly with Pimax. That's the only difference that you have. And because this is an 8K BE, that doesn't mean that it's an OLED screen. Here we have the same LCD display that we have on the regular 8K. And if you don't know about 8K, well, it has a whopping resolution of 3840 by 2160. That is much more than the 2160 by 1440 that we have on the 5K Plus. And getting inside right away, you can notice that pixels are much smaller, but I have to say that you still notice anyway the screen door effect. It's nothing yet like the Odyssey Plus that use this anti-screen door effect technology to take rid of it. It's not hidden. You find and you perceive that you have more resolution, but you really see these little lines everywhere. It's almost impossible to focus on them anyway, so I think that it takes out a lot of eye strain on this side, but you can notice and perceive that there is still a screen door effect on top. Another thing that I noticed right away with the 5K Plus is the brightness is actually less. Now, I also noticed on the forum that could be a software thing, and if you have the Pi tool to 175, so a little super sample, well, the brightness go back to normal. But with the 1080, I'm not really able to test it right now, but good news, I'm gonna receive in this day the 2080 Ti because I took it because I wanted to be fair with you guys and give you some good perspective of the Pimax, because having a 1080 is just a little choked in that way and is not the ideal situation. And also we can start to do benchmark and see the difference between one or the other, if it's really something that you should think about or something that is completely useless and a 1080 will be enough. Well, I want to give you a right perspective on this headset for sure. But enough to talk about the graphic cards, let's get back to the screen. And I have to say that I actually, with my first try, my very first impression, I preferred it to the 5K Plus because everything looks a little more real. What I think about is like the comparison between the Odyssey Plus and the Vive Pro. The clarity is a little less, is not as readable as the other, but also here we're talking about the pen tile pixel arrangement compared to the RGB pixel arrangement on the 5K Plus. But as I said, everything looks more realistic and more pleasing to the eyes for some reason. And also I noticed less distortion on this than the other. I don't know if it's a lenses thing that are different or not, if it's something about the screen. I have no clue about it, but it's actually a little less than the other. But let's get now to the spicy part, how you can buy it. Well, there is a website in Korea, in South Korea, they're actually already selling them without any problem. You just get there and buy it, even if you're not a company or anything like that. They have the BE, they have the OLED, they have the K, 5K, whatever model you want from Pimax. And well, there's a little caveat, of course, because here we're talking about a South Korean company, so all the website is in South Korean, so you're not going to be able to understand anything. If you're like me, I don't know that language or the alphabet of anything, so I'm not even able to read. But luckily we have Google Translate. You just can click on that, it's going to translate pretty much everything, and you can get the price and all of that. Now, the only thing you need to have address in South Korea because they're not sending overseas, in Europe or America, nowhere. They're just sending in South Korea. So for that you have to use a third party, like it was like Big Apple Buddy when we were talking about Samsung Odyssey Plus. Well, in this case it's gonna be the Big Seoul Buddy probably, and you're gonna be able using a third party, so you have to add of course the shipping from there to the United States or whatever you want, also probably the commission with them, and it's not really a viable way. Probably I don't really suggest it because the day that they're gonna start to send it over is actually getting closer and closer. But if you're really willing to do it, well, the link of the website in the description below, you can give it a look and see if it's worth it for you. The prices are a little higher as well, so it's not really recommended, but it's an option and it's right to give an option to people. But now why these things are a little weird? Because actually this is an 8K model, and we know that Pimax like delayed the 8K production to start more production of the 5K Plus, and many people are still waiting if they were early backers for the 8K because there's no 8K out there. And well, in this situation you can buy them right now and receive it already, and that's actually a little strange. I don't think it's really fair. Let me know what you think about it anyway. Do you think that it's fair that they're already selling to retails around the world, or at least in Korea, what we found? Let me know in the comment below. And well, this is the situation. This is the 8K. We're gonna cover a lot of video about it, so expect through the lenses, benchmark, anything like that. If you have any other idea, let me know in the comment below, please, so we can cover that as well. But talking back about the 8K, I have to say that I'm actually impressed and I like it better than what I was expecting. Now, does it worth the price? Does it worth the $200 more? Well, we don't know that yet. We're gonna discover in the future video. For now, what we can talk about is the fact that we can actually buy it right now with the retail, and you can also go there probably and take it by yourself if you live in South Korea, or if you are going there just in vacation. That's an option that you have, and it's a little funny and not really fair, to be honest. But let me know what you think about it. And as always, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more about VR and tech, and I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.